Who would have ever thought that just not eating throughout the course of the day would be the trick to getting as shredded and lean as possible? You may have heard of intermittent fasting before, but I want to give you a brief education on how you can get through your day with intermittent fasting and get the most out of the first meal when you break your fast. You see, there are so many benefits to intermittent fasting when it comes to getting in shape. Okay, we've got the rising growth hormone. We've got the spike in insulin growth-like factors, okay? Those things really help your pituitary and your brain produce more of that growth hormone that can help you stay lean and help you produce muscle. But then you also have many anti-inflammatory benefits, okay? Like the liver-producing beta-hydroxybutyrate, which can help satiate you, keep you satisfied throughout the course of the day, but also help kickstart your body into a little bit more of a fat-burning mode. But the real magic happens when you break your fast, eating the right food at the right time. And I want to tell you how exactly you can do that. Okay, first and foremost though, while you're going through the day on an intermittent fast, it's super important that you're consuming as much green tea as possible. You see, what we want is what's called EGCG, epogallocatechin 3 gallate. Okay, that has some very powerful effects on the body. You see, these polyphenols that allow the body to utilize fat a little bit easier. Also have a very powerful antioxidant effect, which can allow your body to use what calories are left to build muscle and to preserve muscle and burn fat versus just surviving. Okay, now the next tip I want to give you is to make sure that you're giving yourself some kind of mood support. And I usually recommend that through something like 5-HTP. Okay, 5-HTP is something that is a precursor to serotonin. Serotonin is what's called a neurotransmitter. A neurotransmitter sends signals to your brain and helps you feel a certain way. That 5-HTP signals serotonin to help you feel better. And there have been studies on obese patients that have found when supplementing 5-HTP, they were significantly more satiated than those that weren't. You see, when you feel good, you don't feel like you need to eat. You don't have that emotional urge to eat. And I don't care who you are, if you're trying to get in super good shape or you're just trying to lose a few pounds, being controlled with your emotions and not snacking is critical. Now, additionally, you want to break your fast with the right foods, okay? You want to make sure that you keep the fats relatively low, and you want to make sure that you keep the protein moderately high and the carbohydrates moderately high. What this is going to do is allow an insulin spike that's going to allow the protein to get utilized immediately. You see, if you were to consume fat right when you break your fast, it's going to slow down the absorption. You're not going to get the benefit as much. So how do you put this all together? Well, if you take something like sheer Thermo, it includes a couple of things I just talked about. For example, the EGCG, that's going to help burn a little bit more fat, help give you a little bit more energy. But it also contains that awesome 5-HTP that I was talking about that can help satiate your appetite and help lift your mood while you may be a little bit calorie deprived. It's also going to leave you a little bit more insulin sensitive so that when you do break your fast, you're going to get a heck of a lot more out of it. So there's 3 quick and easy ways you can get the most out of intermittent fasting while you're trying to get in the best shape for spring, for summer, or just for yourself. So as always, keep it locked in here with Sheer Strength Labs. I'm Thomas DeLauer, and I'll see you in the next video.